Valas charging, rage on, leap up, and yeah, everyone roll initiative.
I got a 7.
12. 14.
Valas with his first attack, he dashes forward, he leaps up, and yeah, with advantage, go ahead, roll your attack as he swings his dual axe.
That's 13 to hit.
So you swing your first axe. You swing your axe as you rage with your rage, but the guard, manages to dodge last second to the right, making you miss your initial attack.
Okay, then I roll for my bonus action. 15.
So for your second attack, you try to swing your second axe, but the guard uses his shield to block your second attack.
Oh, there, 23.
So you used your strength in brute force, and then you just pushed your way from the initial block from the shield. Roll damage.
5 damage.
So it trying to cracks the shield open and dealing 5 damage to the initial guard. There's a growl from deep inside, and it makes its way toward the sound of one of the guards where the shield shatters. And for this initial guard, it counterattacks to Valas, swinging its sword. I'll roll it. You see the result. So it initially misses as Valas quickly dodges. The second guard, Black Fist guard, tries to whack Valas for poo-poo. Again, another miss. Hearing the clanks of metal from the opposite direction, the guards who are cut off from the initial group dismisses the light stone thrown initially by Kibuloy and moves toward the sound. And as this has happened, you could also hear other noises getting louder inside the metal chambers, like, "Go! Fight! Fight!" Yilas, you are up.
Pull up the rest of my cards, and one of them turns into flame, and I toss it over. Gonna cast Sacred Flame to whichever one is hurt more.
Dex save for the guard. That would be a 2.
And then I just kind of pop back into the wall, just get cover, and it's shit. And then that's my turn.
Wisteria, you are up as Yilas hides in the corner.
And so there, I'm going to cast Entangle.
So as vines come out of the ground, both of the guards try their best to break free. That would be a 2 for both guards. So they're both restrained, I assume. So they're restrained, they try their best to break free from the vines, but they fail, and now they are restrained.
So, and then at this, Wisteria moves back, and then she says, "Yes!" And then she just moves back.
So Kibuloy, you're up.
I'm gonna cast a cantrip. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Wisdom save for the guard. Ooh, that's a 19.
Oh! That's not self-esteem.
So it's Valas, you are up.
I'm gonna continue wailing on the first guy I hit earlier towards my arm. Yeah, 23 to hit.
That's a hit. You roll for damage.
That's a 5 plus 2 of my raging, so 7.
Yeah. So with the initial swing of your axe, you cut off its head clean off from the guard. One of the black fists are dead.
And as a bonus, I attack again.
That's a
22
hit.
to hit.
Yeah. Just roll for damage.
That's a 2 plus 2, 4.
Okay, so you swing for your another axe. Try to break the shield breaks. And you deal 4 points of damage to the guard. You can hear now the sound of the growling closing up, and it happens to be a wolf. It's right in front of you. It's gonna leap and bite Valis, and I assume that misses, but Valis just quickly, dodges away. Now for this bandit, we'll try to swing at Valis. There we go, that is a 21, that hits. You take 3 points of damage. You now see from the shadows emerge a third guard from right behind, right there. It's gonna throw one of its darts. It's a 14. That's a miss. So Valis dodges away from the thrown dart. Finally, there's like this fourth human bandit coming from the fray, from the shadows again. You guys can see it this way, from the corner. And we'll throw again another dart at Valis. That will be a 21. And it's gonna hit Valis, half damage, for... what's this one? 3 points of damage. Ilas, you are up.
So I just call out to the I call out to Big Man. So you can take that, right? Sort of. You can, right? This is a challenge for you, is it?
This is breakfast.
I'm just gonna cast another Sacred Flame.
Dex save from the wolf. That'll be a 21.
A card just comes up and that just sort of like fizzles out as it's flying over there. It's like, nope, that didn't happen.
Asteria, you're up.
Like, I'll use my movement to go this side, and I'm going to use mold earth to make, to sort of like block it so that it becomes difficult terrain.
So as vines are keeping hold of the wolf and the black fists, earth suddenly shakes, cave narrows a bit. Valas sees this passage getting narrower, and then funneling, you suddenly see the guards and the wolf like form in a single column. Kibuloy, you're up.
Within their area, I'm gonna cast Thunder Waves.
Ooh, you just manage. Just manage. I'll give for the wolf. It's separate. That's for the guards. And the wolf, yeah. So as Kibuloy misses with his Thunder Wave, but manages to cast Bless to Valas in the hopes that he may kill one of the Black Fists in his stead. Valas, you are up.
Which is a 20 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Roll for damage. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2 on rage. 8 damage for my first attack.
Okay. With the initial swing of the axe, Valas manages to kill a second Black Fist guard.
Oof, I think that misses. That's a 10 to hit.
Yeah, so you try to hit the wolf, but it's too nimble, and you miss it. And the wolf will try to break free initially of the entanglement. And it's one, it fails. Now for the other bandits, for the other two, it's gonna try to break free from the entangle. And it's a 9. I believe that also misses. They're just gonna try to throw daggers at him. It's a 13, and that misses for the first guard. And the second guard will try to throw again. And that also misses. Ilas, you are up.
I'm gonna move up to there. That should be all my movement, I think. Can I like try to tell, like maybe like try to listen for if ever there is any other commotion in the area other than here, or not commotion, like if this is all the guards that are here.
Okay, so you could roll me your perception right there.
Nope.
Yeah, but with the 7, do you hear no more any growling or weapons hitting the shields or any marching coming up of toward this area? But also you can just hear from behind the chained iron bars are like voices of people yelling like, "You go get him!" From initial fight, with your perception as well, you could from where you are standing, the wall just right beside you, there's a little bit of droplets coming from the ceiling.
Can I use shape water to like I want to test this and see if like it's going to collapse on them. Yeah, like just kind of move the water a bunch so that like gets unstable, and I want if it looks possible that it falls, like the ceiling falls on those remaining guards.
Roll me an Arcana since Shape Water doesn't have any checks. Oh, with an 18. Wow, nice roll. With an 18, you tried to focus yourself in order to shape the water to ease out the soft wallings of the cave, or to erode some of the rocks. and you successfully manage it, you could roll me a d6.
That's 4.
That's 4. So the bandits and also the wolf, take 4 points of damage from the rocks tumbling, falling down from the ceiling. There we go. Wisteria, you are up.
Like Ila's do that, she gets an idea. So would it be possible to use mold earth to like drop some like earth from them, or like loose like some stone on them and things like that?
Okay, you could try. There's no check on mold earth, just an arcana. So you manage to look at the ceiling and you sense that there are loose rocks. You casted the mold earth and roll me a d6.
1.
And a small pebble falls on their head. Good enough to take damage, but not enough to kill one. Kibble, you're up.
I'll try another wave.
I'm sorry, man.
Maybe talaga.
Maybe in the wolf. Maybe it's a wolf. Maybe it's a wolf.
Ubos ata swerte ni Kim kasi dun one shot eh.
Maybe next time use
the
your
bright side, they
use
have
your followers.
You're not here.
Macro-manage na, wag na daw.
Valas, you're up.
I notice everyone doing magic. And I don't really understand. Valas doesn't really understand magic. And he just shouts, "Stop playing games!" And I attack the wolf with my hand axe, which misses. That's a 9 to hit. I attack again. A 13.
That's a hit. So with the initial swing, it misses. The wolf dodges, but the second one hits, and Valas manages to cut the wolf clean, and the wolf is now bleeding, almost dying. The wolf now would attempt to bite Valas, and that's a miss for the wolf. And for the bandits, it's gonna try to break free again from its holding. Nope. And it's just gonna be staying there, trying to throw its dagger with disadvantage. That misses. And for the second one, would try to break free again. Look at all the D20s na side. That misses. Baka kikibuloy lang talaga yung ano to. Kikibuloy lang.
Nerf. Kibuloy nerf.
Kikibuloy lang. Hilas, you're up. So both the bandits doesn't break free from the entanglement, and since the mold earth is still there, they can't even move anywhere going in toward Valas. They try to throw their daggers, but they're still having a trouble breaking from the roots that was caused by Wisteria. So
I'm gonna just light up another card and just like cast Sacred Flame to like the one in the back.
that's one.
I have no
Wait.
words.
Wait. I
Okay.
have that. I just have disadvantages. So you hope this one's lower. No, that was 16.
Okay.
Wisteria, you are up.
So like seeing that everybody was like hurried up front, she's going to try and like scurry forward and probably just like beside Gibeloy and like squeezing in between like Ilas and Gibeloy. So what she's going to try and do is she's going to try to like drop like some like earth or dirt in between like the two bandits, so that she can try to at least like obscure the second bandit's vision a little bit more.
Roll me Arcana, and roll me a D4.
As to be.
Yeah. So with the 3, you manage to throw dirt in their eyes, making them temporarily blind. So all their attacks or their whatever they're gonna be doing next would have disadvantage. And yeah, they take also 3 damage because of the force of you throwing. And you can see them like really huffing and puffing at this point, about to die.
So before I end my turn, I'm gonna hide behind the mold earth and probably like get away from the big guy because he might swing and hit.
Or throw
There
you.
we go.
Kibale, you are up.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery. The person in front of me.
Okay. You have advantage since they're like blind and very focused on trying to get away from the vines and trying to move away from the uneven terrain.
Is a wisdom save.
What's your insult to them?
So much for the vigilantes ruined by a fucking plan.
Here we go.
Grabe. This board is against Tibuloy.
They are mentally strong. Valas, you are up.
Hearing Kipuloy just throw insults and seeing that they're not taking effect, I'm just gonna I'll try to move even closer to the wolf and just try to intimidate and smack it with my slash at it with my axe. A nat 20 or
Wow.
25.
Oh no!
That's more than enough. You single-handedly cut the wolf in half.
I'm gonna go to this side. And I'm gonna slash the person behind this one. Another nat 20!
Oh my god! Yo!
He's not gonna die.
You slice the second one in half again. So yeah, you managed to cut him in half the same way you cut the wolf. So upper body, lower body, clean cut. And finally, he's down with the last bandit. It just tries to do its best to break free.
How many rounds has
17.
it?
Oh my
been?
god!
It manages to break
5
free.
or 6.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, this is the 6th one. It managed to break free from the entangle and now it's able to move and slashes with its Morning Star. There we go. Wait, let me do another. That was 17 initially. Let me do another one for disadvantage. Yeah. There you go. So it breaks free, but it manages to swing with its mud in its eyes. Valas effortlessly doesn't need even to dodge because he missed on his own. Ilas, you are up.
I'm gonna walk up to the guy, right? And just say, you know, we don't really have to finish this off.
Okay, roll me persuasion with advantage. This one.
10.
Black Fists are still firm. As I mentioned earlier, they have therapists with them, so they are resolved in their will to fight till the end.
Okay, yeah, that's another Sacred Flame.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's basically a miss.
Yeah. Yep.
So, go ahead. 7 radiant. So how do you wanna do it?
Oh my god!
I just come up with like, oh, that's a sad pasting, huh?
Okay. Like, I pull up one of the cards, just kind of walk up casually, like, put it right under his nose, and just shove it into him, and then that's just gonna, like, burst into flame.
Ew.
And that's the end of that combat round.
Nice.
You are back in the cave.
I'm just
Silence
cleaning myself
once
up.
again.
So at this Wisteria just like she sighs and I'm just glad that's done, and she tries to scurry past past them just to like see what's actually like out there, because all this time, you know, everything's just been obscured by the ginormous person and by boulders and rocks.
So as Wisteria walks forward and you see this prison cell, and you notice that there are 4 prisoners inside. Wisteria, give me a perception check.
17.
Yeah, with a 17, you notice that two of the 4 prisoners have ears cut off, like a partial ear, not the whole ear, just part of their ear cut off. And Wisteria, you could roll me an history check.
Oh, 4.
So with a 4, that's more than enough. As a Harper's agent, you are a Harper agent. You also overheard, remember, Agent P mentioned that about the Welcomers Guild, and you recall from even the slightest bit of information about them that being a member of the Welcomers Guild is to entail you have to have a part of your ear cut off.
So at this Wisteria asks, well, you guys are from the Welcomers Guild. What's your business here?
One of them just reaches to the bars and says, "Why do you want to know? Let us out first."
So she just like backs away a little bit and like tries to just like look at like her party mates, and she just goes, I don't think they're the people that we're looking for.
So as Wisteria says that, you could see Rillo barge his way up to the first prison cell and looks over if he sees a gnome in the mix of the other 4, and he doesn't notice there's no gnome inside, and says, "Nope, Philona's not here. We have to move on. We have to press on."
So, any of you, and I mean any of you here, seems like, I look back to Rillo. What does your daughter even look like?
She has a long hair and a tinkerer just like me.
So have you seen that around here? Maybe then we'll consider something.
And one of the Welcomers Guild guys just says, "If we tell you, would you let us go?"
Then again, we don't have any way to tell that you're not bullshitting us, so it depends.
Well, maybe after we find her, we'll probably think about it. And you guys don't seem like very nice people.
If you really want to know, then one of the Welcomers Guild just speaks up again. I remember they brought a gnome. I don't know the gender, it's too dark. They brought her in the fun house. They brought that gnome in the fun house. It's down inside, deeper in the cave. They say not all came out of the fun house, but that guy over there, that he points toward the other cell, this single isolated cell just beside, he came out. And Wisteria, you could hear like slight murmurs, murmurs from that cell.
Wisteria just looks at the 4 people first. Well, if we do set you free, then you should know that this big guy over here is going to, well, let's just say you probably wouldn't want to cross him. So then she takes a look at the other cell.
Yeah. So as Wisteria makes her way to the other cell, you see that this one houses a single person, and the single person, upon you flashing or looking closer near the light, you notice that it's wearing Cult of the Dragon robes. It's an initiate member, and it's been chanting non-stop about the White Dragon would set us free, Varam would secure all, Tiamat will come, and all worlds shall tremble.
So Wisteria just like calls at him. Hello? Can you hear me?
Then he just like lunges over like the cage and tries to grab Wisteria.
Wisteria, she lets out like a little yelp and then runs to Kibaloy again. Maybe we can set the other 4 free after we find his daughter. Up to you guys. I just wanna get out of here as soon as possible.
If we set you all free, will you help us in finding that little gnome in the fun house?
All of them like reluctantly nods their head like, okay, we will help you if this costs our freedom.
That's good, because those of you who won't be helping us or will be harming us, this big guy over here is craving to chop off somebody's head.
Then all of them are like sweating bullets and just like nods. This yes, we're just the keys are just over there. Then as one of the prisoners just points over, there's like this small hangar just right beside Kibuloy near the brazier where he is standing, and there's the key that unlocks the cell doors of this cell and the isolated cell.
Can I still do a quick body search?
Okay, just roll me your perception with advantage then.
Good
Okay.
perception rolls for the most part.
Yeah. For with a 23, you try to scour, looking for whatever you could find from the dead bodies of these Black Fist guards, and you manage to find, 5 potions of healing. Kibuloy opens the door. They slowly make their way out, and you notice that they are malnourished. They haven't been eating for quite a week now. They only have water and a little bit of crumbs, whatever is given by the Black Fists.
Wisteria takes out her ration and just offers it to them, and she goes, "Well, here, take it. You guys look like you need it."
I give them another one since yung rations naman are 1 day.
So 2 rations are given, and to 4 of them they try to have it amongst themselves.
Here you go, from the Kingdom of Deities. Now lead us to the Pan House.
And yeah, they push the dwarf first. They're jostling on who to push, who first. Reaching the end of one of the corridors, the brazier stop from there, and all that's left is just the light of the crystal, the green emerald crystals, which are found in the cavern walls. After you turn the corridor where the braziers end, it's gonna be a narrow, really narrow, tight, one person at a time, single file walkway.
There was a mention of emeralds in the wall. Can I attempt to take some of that?
Okay. So roll me a strength. You tried with your current stuff, but yeah, they're really too strong, so don't stick to the walls.
I jostle cool new little halfling friends. So, that thing that you did with the the earth, the walls, the floors. Could you maybe we could use this?
We can? But what for? I mean, nature is to be untouched.
But then it's already been touched. They made this entire cavern. They might as well be used. It's
So what I did before, you mean this? So she just waves her hand and twists her fingers, and do some of it fall off at least?
Okay, roll me an Arcana.
22?
As Wisteria taps, among the walls, and then luckily 4 emerald gems, the standard smaller size, not a big bulk, just falls over.
So at this, Wisteria asks Enos, "Well, do you mind if I take one of these? I think I'd like to give one to my mom."
That'd be a nice gift. That's really sweet. What are you doing here? Why are you so sweet out here? Sure.
So I just take one and put it in my pocket and give her the rest of it.
Yeah, as Kibuloy and Valas makes their way down. Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Yeah, with an Arcana of Kibuloy of 21. You notice just right in front, you tap Valis' shoulder not to go forward because you realize something's amiss with a statue that's in front of you. Yeah, Valis feels like there's water now, entering water as you go deeper down. And you notice something about the statue as well from Kibuloy. You also look from the ceiling that it's about to collapse.
Do you think, Goliath, do we go deeper?
A little water wouldn't hurt. And I splash it a little bit and I move forward, but slowly. And I'll try to hug the wall to my right.
So Kibuloy, you with your dark vision, you follow Valas. And as Valas turns the corner, hugging the wall, avoiding the statue, you see just in front of you a prison cell. And inside you see this gnome just rocking back and forth.
And I sense if there's magic there as well. Then inside the cell.
Inside the cell, you could roll me another Arcana. With an 8, you sense nothing within the cell, but you also see just surrounding the prison is the same obelisk that surges magic at the same time, has this collapsible ceiling, and upon reaching the water, Rollo just says, "So, did you find her? Is she there?"
She's here, but she's weird. Is she normally like this? Carry the gnome? Rillo on your shoulder.
You better not pull on my hair.
Yeah, let him ride me.
Valis carries Rollo. He sees over and says, "Ah, yes." Then he yells out, "Vilona, Vilona, it's me, your father."
Is there a pebble or a small rock in the area that I can pick up?
You have just right below your feet. You just scour with a little bit of moving from your legs, and underneath the water, there's like you feel a pebble.
I'll pick it up and throw it, aiming for one of the holes.
So yeah, roll me dexterity.
Oh no, 7.
So with a 7, you try to throw, but it falls short. But when the pebble falls just right in front of the jail cell, it didn't reach the jail cell, but it just falls like in the water. It plops. Then you hear like this rumble.
Oh, that's a snake.
That's too big of a snake.
I'm gonna just tap on, or as far as I can reach on Valis. Just, I don't think you should. Okay, your doctor's there. We'll deal with this. I think you have to get off because that might bite hard.
And Wisteria, from where you are, one of the prisoners is drawn toward the obelisk. You can see him shiver and afraid, and you can hear him say, "Rats! No, I hate rats! No, please stop! No!"
Wisteria tries to slowly try to approach him.
As you approach the statue, you also feel like there's like this surge of magic, and as you touch the one who is entranced, and as you're also trying to look at the statue, roll me a wisdom saving, Wisteria.
Okay, that's a 6.
So with a 6, suddenly the obelisk also lights up in your eyes, and it also manifests the fears of Wisteria. What is Wisteria's fears, by the way?
Serious fears would actually be I would say death.
The other prisoners are also scared shitless at this point, and they just slowly make their way back out.
You're going to want to step out of here for a sec, and maybe not fuck with anything else, because I think everyone else behind us is fucking with things. If possible, see if they're okay.
Hilas carries Rillo slowly from the Goliath's shoulders down back to the ground. Rillo just quickly just leaves just up to the upper ground area.
So I reveal my wings. I try to fly way up.
Okay, so roll me your wings. Acrobatics.
You still have feathers.
Oh no! 10.
So as you try to fly, you successfully fly. But as you try to soar above the cave, the snake tries to lunge at you. Does a 14 hit?
Yeah.
And you feel a sudden tug of pull, and Kibuloy, you take 7 damage, and you're pulled down from where you are. Everyone roll initiative. Yes, you're up.
I'm gonna put a hand onto it. I want to grasp onto it and just push in all of bad luck into it. Just essentially curse for the next couple minutes, hours, etc. Inflict wounds. 16. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Oh my god! 26 necrotic. That was such a good roll.
You see the snake release Kibuloy and just suddenly falls bleeding with all the necrotic damage it took.
One hit.
It's
That was a really good
almost
roll.
dying. It's almost dying. Give me a wisdom saving throw since you're also beside the obelisk.
Please.
Oh yeah, you're next to it.
Ah, 22.
Yeah, so you
Nice.
feel the obelisk trying to lure you in, showing you signs of your fears as Yilas, but you are mentally strong. You tried to fight it off and you stayed focused. Kibuloy, you are up, you are bleeding, but the snake has released you from its hold and you are hanging on top of the prison cell.
Can you toss me a rope? I'm gonna try to rope up the gnome.
And I pull it out of my my sack and toss it to Kibuloy.
I grab it and I put the rope down towards the gnome. Come up, get out of there.
Okay, roll me your persuasion. Advantage.
15.
You see Vilona suddenly like shake up from being in a trance of the obelisk and sees she is weakened at this state, but with adrenaline rush pumping and seeing her rescuers, she manages to grab the rope and help her way climb up to the top.
A Goliath, can you reach her?
Tall is the cage.
Oh, the cage? It's around 6 feet tall.
He's taller than the
You're
Easy.
taller than the cage.
I just put my arm up, like both arms up, and I tell the gnome,
Okay, little mouse, climb down.
So the snake just tries to, last of its breath, gonna swing at the closest one, which is Yilas. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
And Yilas, it bites you for 9 points of damage.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wait.
So Valas, you are up. You see the snake still moving and bit Yilas.
If you're gonna steal my kill, you better make sure it's that.
I hit for 18.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
9 damage.
Okay, so how do you want to do it?
Yes,
What?
so as I shout that, you better make sure you kill it, I try to cut off the tail. So that's the first thing I see. I try to cut off the tail, and then end up cutting its whole body. Like my axe is wide enough, and the blood splashes towards Elis.
Normally I would be bothered, but you know what? Thank you very much.
So, as with the snake now gone and Kibuloy holding Vilona up the prison cage. Wisteria, give me another wisdom save. There we go. You managed to snap out of the fears.
So like super duper scared, like she just runs like forward blindly, and then she probably bumps into. Let's see, she bumps into into Valis, and then she falls right on her butt.
Is that you, little mouse?
And I try to pat her head to make sure like she's okay.
And then as he pats my head, I sink into the water. And then I just like, yo, it's me. And she just like tries to like sit back up.
I get Vilona and put her on top of Valis.
Vilona is hoisted down on top of the Goliath's shoulder, but she is like really weak.
And I'll step down as well, avoiding the obelisk.
When he gets down, I'm kind of like already like opening up one, like considering the attack from a while ago, just hand over like one of the healing potions. You're gonna want a little bit of this. And then chug down one of my own.
Drink your healing potions, and Yilas, roll me another wisdom save.
No, wait, why am I oh my god, I'm so dumb, why am I still next to this thing? 10.
So after you drink your potion, you suddenly, what are your fears? It suddenly manifested in your eyes.
So probably she like imagines herself like similar to a while ago with like the prisoners like in a cell of some sort, just trapped.
So she like takes her like staff and like, just like pokes her like, "Hey, wake up! Wake up!"
So Yilas, roll me another wisdom save with advantage. And while Yilas is doing that, the Goliath is making his way, still hugging the corner of the wall while carrying the unconscious Vailona out. The Goliath turns around the corner. You see the delighted eyes of Rillo seeing his daughter safe. No limbs missing, no arms missing. Still alive, breathing, just really tired out of hunger and thirst. So as you guys make your way up above the chamber where you rescued Vailona, you notice the prisoners are stopped in front, and you all see this elf with a bow in front of you guys, all of you, and the elf just goes, "Drop the gnome. No one gets hurt."
Are you? Well, why do you want us to drop the gnome?
"I'm Ylivia, Order of the Gauntlet. Drop the gnome. How do you know about the Black Fist?"
Well, we're with her father. He was looking for her earnestly.
And Rollo from behind the Goliath speaks up and says, "Yes, I was the one who asked them to come here. If I were to be punished, it should be me. I led the party here." And the elf just goes, "Are you sure? These are trustworthy people." And then Rollo just, "Yes, I can vouch for them. I can vouch for them." Ylivia just looks over at the Goliath. "You. Is she alive? Is she breathing? Can you check on her? Maybe wake her up." Roll me wisdom or a medicine check.
An 8.
Then 8, you suddenly feel like this small, like almost like a baby, getting back to its senses, and you could hear in a faint noise, and Ylivia also hears the first words of Vailona, really weak, but says, "You're always late, partner." And then she falls back again and faints. And Livia just goes, "Well, that's it. Where's the safest tavern? I have to debrief everyone here. Ontorfroom's gonna kill me with this one." So you all make your way. Do you guys go to Madame Fion's tea kettle? Tea kettle. Olivia is here right now by the hearth and looks at all of you and just says, "So where do I begin? You have a lot of questions now."
First of all, partner?
And Helvik just rushes before he rushes over with a pitcher, 2 pitchers of ale in his hands, offers it to the Goliath and on the table as well for everyone to drink. So Ylivia just sips over the initial cup of ale and goes, "Are we all gonna be staring at each other all day? Or..."
Okay. Well, first of all, partner, yes, she's part of the Order of the Gauntlet. What's up with this girl?
And then Vailona, with a little bit of her strength, just goes, "Well, I'm part. She's my partner, as you guys have heard. We are in an operation to..." And he looks over at his father and says, "Yes, father, those petty crimes I've been doing wasn't intentional. It was part of our operation to overthrow the Black Fists. Ontarfroom told us that they have a vital information that would help with the cult." Vailona just like removes her boot and you could see her feet, and she pulls out her knife and like slices the skin off her heel. And from her heel she just pulls out this like paper and reveals the paper, that washes the blood off a bit, then reveals the paper
Oh.
and just goes, "This is what I've stole from the Black Fists." Then you could see this map toward the mountain up north. This is a lair of the White Dragon, a potential home base of the Worm Speaker of the White Mask.
I, interestingly enough, look over to Goliath. You mentioned you're from the mountains, right? What is your name? What? You mentioned you're from the mountains, right? Does look familiar?
Roll me a history.
That's a 16.
With a 16, you try to recall and see the map. You notice it's from your homeland, but you can't pinpoint.
You see, it does ring a bell, but... And yes, it is somewhere near where I used to live up north, but it has been 60 years since I have been, well,
Oh
gone.
shit.
Oh.
I haven't turned my back and went back, you see.
Olivia just goes, "Well, that's interesting. Someone from the region. Ontarfroom's gonna be pleased."
I care not about your politics, elf. And as to your question, little woman, my name is Valis.
Pleasure to finally actually make your proper acquaintance, I guess.
And Rillo, after Revelation, it's all that heavy talking of maps and white dragons, just coughs to get everyone's attention and just says, on behalf of me rescuing my daughter, here's the payment I promised. 50 gold for each of you. Olivia the elf friend just thanks again, says, "Well, thank you for saving my partner. As payment from Order to Gauntlet, additional 50 gold for each of you."
I grab Helvig's collar
Look at me.
and I grab the 100 gold.
Your hand! Show me your hand!
And I drop gold.
And Helvig just nods and says, "Thank you." Thank you. Now Helvig is not that afraid, unlike initially who is really intimidated by the Goliath. He felt to love the Goliath since he is threatening yet an honest paying customer. Vilona, just looks at his father and says, "You can go home now, Dad. I'll stay here for a while and recuperate my wounds before me and Olivia make our way to Ontarfroom in El Torel." Rillo just nods, hugs his daughter, and smiles at the rest of the party and makes his exit.
Just before Helvig turns around and goes towards the bar, I tell him,
You better start getting better ale, little man. Or you will sleep with me tonight.
Roll me an intimidation.
a 12.
With a 12, Helvig is still really afraid. Like, his mind and imagination went wild when Valis mentioned, "You will sleep with me tonight if I didn't get any good ale." So he just rushes over toward behind the bar to concoct this ale that Valis wants.
So, for Wisteria, what she does is she takes out like another makeshift clay flask, and then she takes Valis's tankard, and then she pours a hefty amount of this time it's probably gonna be elderflowers used to brewed to make some ale beer kind of thing, and then she gestures to him and she says, "Well, as promised, here's a taste of one of our I would say our finest or finer ales that me and my family crafted at home."
Roll me your nature with advantage.
So that is the 21 and A 9.
With a 21,
21.
you managed to craft this very aromatic ale. So yeah, so you concocted, Wisteria successfully concocted a new ale from a tea, whiskey, and now is wassail.
I love it! And I rush towards the little mouse and just throw her in the air, like toss the baby, kind of. In the air.
Woohoo!
Roll me a strength. Then Wisteria, roll me dexterity saving.
Oh no!
I rolled the nat 1 for a 4.
Oh my god!
I throw her
I
to
rolled
the
a
fire.
19. I rolled a 19 for my deck saves.
Even before Voilas tries to carry Wisteria, Wisteria dodges instantly and hides behind Olivia, hides behind Olivia. And Olivia just smirks and smiles and goes, huh, I think I'm gonna be liking Flan for a while. And that's where we end. We can end the one shot.